My name's rotich, working at KNH, Kenyatta National Hospital, as medical laboratory technologist. My specialization is in microbiology, which deals with the infectious diseases. I started working at the Ministry of Health back in 1994 when I was newly posted at the Nakuru PGH. And then later on, I went to Coast General, worked for some years, like 10 years. And then later on, I just came and joined Kenyatta National Hospital in 2010 till now. First, I heard about the COVID-19 in 2020 March through the media, and when it struck the China, and that's where we saw many people dying. But we didn't know that it will reach our country. Yeah. So after some few months, we found some cases in our country, and I was nominated to join the team which was working in Mbagathi Hospital. So when I reached Mbagathi, there were a few patients who were there, the patients which we were already admitted there, and some health workers from KNH, from different departments. So as a laboratory, there were nobody who was represented by them. So I went there and waited for some people from other facilities now, like the national laboratories. But good enough, there was one lady from Cambridge who came to our rescue. She came and then she took me through the training. So we did the donning, the doving, and showed me how to remove the samples. So after the training now, that's when we started the sample collection. And by then, we used to work until very late. We had not started by then doing the testing from our part here from KNH. So we used to take our samples to Cambridge. We used to pull the samples until maybe in the evening at around 6:30. And then we had a vehicle from Cambridge which came to pick the samples and then to do the analysis. At first, I could not tell anybody about me working as a health worker under the COVID team. In fact, speaking about KNH itself, it was a stigma. So we used to just keep quiet, don't tell anybody about the place of work. So about my relatives. At first, I didn't. In fact, we had to hide the information to our parents because to them, I think they could get worried more, and they were already. My parents were old, so I could only tell my brothers about me working as a health worker under COVID, and also within the place of work, there was a lot of stigma. People used to tell us, as in when you were walking along the corridors, they could be told that person working under COVID that they could move away from you. And at some point, being the team leader of COVID under laboratory, when I used to come to collect the consumables, the first time when they heard about Audrey, when the name Audrey was all over in Kenyatta. When they heard about Audrey within the environment, maybe at the stores, you'll be the first person to be stabbed to collect your consumables. Made that you can go away from them. I and my husband got infected, and I was so worried. When you get the infection, there was a thing when you cough, there's something which cuts the breath. And you could feel you are just to die. If you cough, there's something which cuts the breath. I don't know what was happening with that disease. you can imagine how people were dying, and you can see now we yourself now as a health personnel who are infected. So I could think maybe I also die, and maybe I leave my family, a young family. I had my son. So that was what was worrying me a lot. I can remember at some point when he was in the ward, me myself I am at home. Him is in the ward, and we were not allowed to go and see him. So at some point you could call him, and he used not to pick the phone. So the worst thing you could think of is that he was no more. That was the thing that was worrying me. And I'm at home, I could not come to Kenyatta to go and to come and check him. So anyway, it was good. We thank God for that. At some point, as people, we used to go to the wards and pick the samples from the patient. At some point, you used to get attached to them. So when you heard about a patient who was we just lost there, we didn't got affected as our sense. Could imagine person was speaking the other day, you were just some of them came when they were not that sick. But now, at some point, maybe when the infection gets deeper to them, you could find maybe they have died. So at some point, you are affected as a health worker because you've lost somebody. One of us who was working here told me later on how encouraging. Yeah, I don't know how I used to talk to them, but being a medic is all about being strong for others. So being the team leader, I can just say that when we used to work as a team and encourage them, that this thing we are going to conquer. I can say we were so happy when we found that the percentage of infections was going down. They were having few patients. The work was not overwhelming. So it was a plus to us. In fact, we were happy when we realized that the disease was going down. And the mortality rate was also going down. We did a good job as a team, and we were happy about it. I came later on and got an award after some months working under COVID, and I got a prestation award. And I can remember when the boss, my in charge, set me there, I really got demoralized. I asked myself, why did he choose me to go there? And I could remember him encouraging me. And I just go on, don't worry, maybe one thing will come after this. And for sure, when I got an award, I really came and thanked him. Yeah, it was something which I knew that it was like, was this boss sending me to go and die? But now when I got an award, I came and I appreciated why he chose me. Yeah, I've really gotten a good experience in how to handle the infectious diseases, on sample collection, on packaging and transportation of these infectious diseases. That's what I can say about the knowledge I got, which is very important to me because I can work even in the international world when there's any infectious diseases.